Welcome to my YouTube presentation, my YouTube channel. I'm your entrepreneurship tutor, Professor Henry Buisa of Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology. I want to talk about how I prepare students for self-employment. Yes, I tell my students, be your own boss. Prepare yourself to be your own boss. Be an employer, not an employee. And indeed, earn while you are still learning. Yes, that has been my philosophy of teaching. Now, this is Kenya. On Friday, November the 26th, this year, 2021, it was reported. Look, that's Business Daily. Universities with jobless graduates to miss state funds. Yes, the government plans to force universities to secure jobs for graduates. That is reported at that www.kenyans.co.ke news. And it's like the key performance indicators to be considered for funding the universities will be a 4-year graduation rate, graduate employability rate 1 year after graduation, and so on and so forth. So, if universities don't produce graduates who go into employment, who get employment, then their funding is at risk. Now, at that link of mine on this YouTube channel, I have commented on the Kenyan government's intention to fund universities on the basis of their graduates' employability, and have argued that graduate employment is a function of government, university, and industry. Well, in some relationship jargon, people who are in quantitative analysis, perhaps a layman would write GE is equal to F into bracket GUI to mean that graduate employment, the GE, is a function of government, university, and industry. Yes, visit that link and see my elaboration on the same. Now, it is quite unfortunate that employment and unemployment is looked at mainly from the wage employment prism point of view. Self-employment is seldom regarded as employment. Indeed, even you go to the definition of the International Labour Organization, the ILO. Most of those definitions of unemployment mean those people who are looking for jobs, for wage employment opportunities, and they're not getting them. Therefore, at the university, we teach and examine all subjects and units mainly with the objective that our graduates will be absorbed by industry. Even entrepreneurship, which is supposed to create employers as opposed to employees, is taught theoretically and examined via sit-in written exams where students cram material to reproduce in examinations. Now, the result has been churning out graduates who are not readily employed. Look at that. Churning out placards like those ones. Look, a graduate, I am looking for work, and he gives his phone. Look, kindly give me a job, and this is a graduate. Yes, please give me a job, graduates. Please give me a job. BCom, I'm a BCom. Look, all these placard carrying Kenyan graduates. Yes, looking for jobs even after graduating with very good grades. Yes. Now, I am persuaded that employment should be both wage and self. All our graduates should be equipped with self-employment knowledge, skills, and attitudes, what we call KSA, to utilize should wage employment become elusive. The traditional lecture and written examinations-based learning will not effectively instill the said SKA or KSA. Now, for 20 plus years, I have been employing the problem or what project-based learning, the PBL, culminating in projects as examinations, and this has helped a number of students enter self-employment and even employ others. Now, sample this December 2021 students project presentation being an examination. That is my class of entrepreneurship. Let's look at some, or let's look at it. I am in Jomo Kenyatta University, Kitale campus, and these are students. Students have come to present their examinations. The examination was a project. I'm living to my promise that I don't give written exams, and these students have undertaken their projects as exams. They have come here. We shall have a group presenting their project when the rest are listening, and then there will be peer review, peer discussion. If there are any questions, clarification, they will ask, and by asking, they will be helping these who are presenting to even improve their projects, and if need be, patent them, and that will be a way of going into employment, self-employment, rather than depending on written theoretical exams, which are also good, but they are not as fast in matters employment. So we want to listen to these three students. They will introduce themselves. They will tell us what course they are doing and what they are doing and how they came up with this idea. So go on, introduce yourselves, and tell us what we want to hear.
Good evening, class. My name is Diana from Jomo Kenyatta University. Together with my friend here, who is also a student, she's called Faith Kembo, and she's called Selim Wakoli. We are all doing certificate in business administration. Today we've come here to do Scamper. We as a group, we decided, we were told to do Scamper technique. So we asked ourselves as a group, what are we going to do, or what are we going to, which item or product are we going to do and make it improve, to improve it, and we reached an idea of doing a commode. A commode is this chair. It can be used in hospitals with the deceased, the vulnerable, the most vulnerable, and the disabled. So we also did a chair, a portable chair, a portable stool, and also it can be a table. So our main objective is to scamper a chair and make a commode and a portable stool. The purpose of making a commode is to improve hygiene and sanitation to the disabled and vulnerable, not forgetting the aged. It will also help in reducing diseases like diarrhea, typhoid, among other diseases. We made a commode which is durable and will never rust. So we want to do scamper technique. The first thing we are doing is S. We substituted this, the toilet and the bedpan. Since we thought it was too tiresome having a disabled or a very sick person using the normal toilet, and also make it easy for the caregivers who carry the patients to the toilet. Okay, is C, which stands for combine. We combined a wooden chair, this, with a potty for ease of use. A for adapt. We adapted the chair, making it easy to carry. It can be carried anywhere. M for modification. It can be modified either to be used by children or adults. For P, we eliminated the toilet and the bedpans, whereby we made a hole at the center of the chair to make it easy when a person is doing his duties, then it will be easy for it to pass through. So for R, rearrangement. It can be easily rearranged to fit the car or a motorbike while traveling. Okay, market-wise. We are targeting the sick, disabled, and the very old. The customers are readily available and we shall sell it at an affordable price. On our conclusion, our intention is to add complexity to sustainable sanitation. Although shifting is one of the most personal bodily process, and therefore sanitation is a community endeavor. Thank you.
Good. Do we have any questions, any clarifications, any comments on this presentation? Yes, Priscilla, you have a question?
But in CS2, they have not had the uses of the stool.
We can say stool. Can you tell us about the stool?
This tool is portable. You can go with it anywhere. You can use it even to make chapatis. The patient who will be sitting here can also use it when yeah.
Demonstrate, sit, and see where they put it in front of you.
Yes, like she's doing. Assuming that is the food.
Good. Good. Any other comment, another question, another clarification that we need from this group? Anybody? A comment? Yes?
I think I like the idea of the stool. I've never seen a portable stool. It is modified.
So you already have a customer? Somebody has already liked your stool and use that as your marketing? Yes?
Okay. For me, it's a nice idea and a brilliant one. And as they were presenting, I also thought of, because it's about hygiene, why don't we also do like in that age, you can put like a sanitizer in a box.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So you see the group, the fertilizing ideas that you can also introduce a sanitizer in this age of COVID.
Yeah.
Good. Yes, comments can also be enhancing the idea of your colleagues so that you help them even move to the market faster, and also questions and all that. The last one, maybe, any last question, comment, issue? So now, if I may ask you.
May I ask a question?
Oh, yeah, there was, okay, good.
Okay, my colleagues, I can ask you a question. If it happened that you are traveling and then you feel to go for a long call, what will you do?
Good.
The chair actually is portable. We can carry it. You just do this and you can.
Actually, we are using public vehicle.
Public vehicle.
Yes, and then you use it, and then you do what we have said. You're going for a long call. Where will you put that?
You can just put it outside.
I think I can help them.
Yes, please.
Many public vehicles, there are many stopovers, stations, when you are traveling. So that I think that is the time when you'll be able to use that chair and eliminate your waste somewhere.
But when it is, okay, it is a stopover, so cars.
Yeah.
But when it happens that you feel to go for it and you have not reached that stopover.
Maybe we can ask, maybe we can, okay, Priscilla, before.
The letter said if you are using a public and you have had the customers that are being targeted, they are disabled, vulnerable, and the aged. So at times when we're having these stopovers, the person who is driving is also a human being, will understand. You take your pot, your chair, and go to the public toilet and sit on them and do whatever you're doing, because the aged are twins, the legs and the disabled. You finish your duty clearance and come back. It's only 5 minutes, 10 minutes.
Okay, if I had the presenters right, their first target was the people within the hospital, within the home, and all that. But if we might also ask, let's ask the same question to the gentleman. You are not disabled and you are traveling. What do you normally do?
You stop the car.
You stop the car, isn't it? The same thing. You stop the car just like a normal person. Stop it. Take out your chair. Do it, and. But you see, that question is good, because now as you work on it, you can also take all those into consideration. This is the beauty of sharing and getting feedback. Is there any other one that, yes?
What about if I want to assist them in marketing the commodities, yet I don't know the price? So what are the price of the shares and the...
Okay, right now we are still doing a survey.
Yes.
And come up with a solution, a price tag for this. At the moment,
Okay. This being a prototype experiment and all that, you are likely to even get the procuring, materials at different prices. But as he says, when now you are done, the price should be, the price tag should be able to help you market further. So, ladies and gentlemen, unless there is another question, this is good. Can we have a big hand for this group? I want now general comments on the mode that we have used to do this unit. I did videos. My lessons were not in the class lecturing. I hear and I forget. I gave you videos. I put in groups and others alone. You went out there and identified problems, and you looked for solutions. And here you are now showing us, I do and I understand. Because you present here, you teach us, you become like me. And when you teach something, it is very difficult for you to forget it. Now, I want you, anybody, to make comment on this style of teaching and style of examination. Be very open, be very objective. Don't say it because you want to please me. And those will say, because you want to please me, I've been in this game for about 35 years. I will know you are doing it and I'll remove your marks. Because I'm not here to be praised. I'm here to be told what you really think of this mode, probably even compared to the rest of the examination and teaching modes. Can I hear any comment on those? Feel free. Yes, Hilary?
Okay, for me, generally, it has added that to my, let me say, for example, I'm pursuing purchasing and supplies. It has taught me not to handle any other unit just as a unit, but also to know why I'm pursuing it as a unit, the relevance of the unit towards the course. And for example, entrepreneurship skills, it has taught me on how to view life in an entrepreneurial way or point of view. And for me, to that, it has added that and to me, and as a class rep, I think it's something, though we were doing it for the first time, and we got some challenges with it because we're not gotten used to it, but we have adapted slowly by slowly. But I know in future times we shall be at par when the same happens. Thank you.
Good. Any other comments? I would ask a comment from everybody, because you have been in the class, your views. You don't have to leave others to talk for you. Okay, I'll go what we call AOB. And when you say AOB, you go one by one, your comments. But let me allow people to, first of all, volunteers. Otherwise, everybody must bring a comment and a genuine comment. Yes, my friend.
It has been value to me. I like the way you are teaching because just me when I go outside, I face the world and it enables me to create personal development because even when I was doing my project, I like it and I saw many things. It changes and it will change me as Peter because I've seen when I come up with that, I will bring up some news, I sell, I open a canteen, so I have a grocery. I'm very happy with the way you teach rather than writing or bringing informations.
Good, thank you.
I like those skills.
Two more ladies must also speak. Yes, my friend, I can see you are struggling to catch my eye.
Okay, to me it is of much importance. I've personally benefited from it. Like as a student, in my life in campus, mostly there are times where you hustle, but when you come up with an idea that is very much of importance to you, like you can come up with a business idea that will venture into business as a student, start up a business with a very little capital that you have. By the time you are exiting school, you are there outside and you are going to compete in this competitive world. And it shall be well with us out there.
Good. Thank you. This front line, now the camera seems to just come here.
Okay, my comment is this mode of learning or studying, it covers all types of students. We have students who learn through hearing and those who learn through observing, like what they have demonstrated, and even dramatizing. And when you come out of here, you come out with business ideas and being innovative and creative. Thank you.
Good. This camera just looks like it chooses ladies only.
Show me and I will remember. I think when the two groups were demonstrating there, it really assisted me personally. And learning like this one, I've never seen it before. And I really appreciate Professor Buisa for this mode of teaching. Thank you so much.
Good. Any other? I can see your hand is up. Yes.
This mode is just perfect because it makes all of us to learn. And we are just here to learn, not to just pass time.
Good. Yeah. Perpetua, I'm coming to you. Class rep, Perpetua, you are the first person I knew.
Okay, I can say that this mode of learning is so important, and I personally have benefited from it because now I don't view life as you learn, you go get employed, but you start employing yourself. Thank you so much.
Good. Thank you. I hope you are talking from the bottom of your feelings. You are not doing this to please Professor Buisa. And I want to say that I've had similar comments. Yes, somebody wants to add something.
Because as a class, the diploma class, it's a privilege that, just by the way, to have a professor teaching us.
Good.
It boosts self-employing rather than being employed.
So the possibility that we go in self-employed, but also employ others, so that we are coming out as employers, rather than going to employers to be employed. I like that. Okay? Any final? So thank you. I must also be very honest to say that I moved from the main campus to where they are used to me. It's 20 plus years I've been doing this. And therefore, even before students, the students who come in year one, they are told that this is how Buisa does it. And therefore they get, by maybe osmosis, whatever, they get to know. But you here, like Hilary has said, there were some of you who are telling me please give us the syllabus so that we know what to read. We prepare and all that. But I'm very happy that you followed my videos. You can see how people have taken Scamba here. It is as though we were all, 14 weeks doing Scamba. And the way you took it, and the very few times we met, you have already internalized, digested it. I'm very happy, and I'm looking forward that we can do other units together. There is technology and innovation for some of you. There is marketing for one of you. There's project management for some of you. All those are related to entrepreneurship. And I hope now that this being just the introduction, should we meet again, we shall do a lot more. But what I want to say is that please, everybody, your project, make sure you start a business with it. If not, make sure you perfect it and sell it out to somebody who can start. Don't waste all this semester doing that good job just for the sake of getting the marks. Anybody who wants 100%, I'll give them. But 100% without knowing what to do is just paper. In entrepreneurship, nobody will ask you for a certificate to be employed as an entrepreneur. It is what is in your head and what you can do. So if some of you just want to pass and say, Mwalimu, I want 100%, write your names there. Mwalimu, give me 100%, I'll give you. But if you come up with projects like this, I am sure even if you just got a pass and yet you are getting that project into the marketplace, you are much more. It is Bill Gates who said he met somebody, an engineer that he had employed, and he said, well, I may not have been very sharp as you in class, but now I've employed you. You get what I mean? Self-employment. So thank you very much. Let's now collect our projects.